over 50 movies and currently stars in the hit sitcom 2.5 Men. Let's sneak a peek at tonight's season premiere. Please welcome back to the show, Charlie Sheen. So I saw what you just took out. I was just going to ask you, last time you were here,
yes,
your wife was pregnant.
Yes, she was.
And now you have a little baby.
We have a little baby girl, yeah.
And this is, now, is that the, is this the same picture?
Well, this is the original photo.
Uh-huh.
Where should
Wait,
I
this
hold
is
it?
easier, though.
You see that?
But this is on your wall?
This is on our wall at home.
Oh. Now, how big is that about?
That's 5 by 6 feet.
That's great.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of one of those,
That's good parents.
dumb dad things.
No,
but
I
also, when Sam comes home and sees that, she knows she's home.
Yeah, that's a good way to do it.
There I am. Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
But if she's not wearing that, that's confusing.
She'd have to be wearing that whole bouncy saucer.
Right, and she should be all the time.
All the time, yes.
Why?
Indeed,
I
yes.
would love to be in a bouncy saucer all the time. Nothing like being in a bouncy saucer.
No, you're right. You're right.
That's the cutest thing. That's a little thing where they can just roll around and it's like a little ride, right?
That's more the walking car.
No, I'm thinking of the Flintstones. You're right. All right. Now, how are the dogs? Because I know that was the concern. You had a lot of dogs, and what are they doing with the baby now?
We have 3 dogs, and they're all very small. We have a pug, a Boston, and a French bulldog. Mm-hmm. And we were worried that they'd be jealous because they've had the run of the house, you know. So I took a blanket home from the hospital with Sam's scent and fluids on it, and
good for you.
Yeah, and gave that to the dogs. And got them used to her, and then I sat them down and had a talk. Mm-hmm. And I said, you know, we still love you guys very much, but you're now second fiddle.
Yeah, that's hard.
It's very hard, yeah.
Now, how long did they have with the blanket? A day, or like were they?
They had like an hour with the blanket.
Oh, really? That's it?
Yeah, it was a crash course.
And so.
Yeah.
And so then you come home with the baby, and they're actually okay, or they?
Well, they're small dogs, and Sam's pretty small right now. So I think size-wise, they all feel safe together. We're guessing.
Yeah.
So as she gets older, they might feel more threatened. But they all seem to be getting along great. You know?
Because the crying and stuff, because I heard today that there are CDs that you can buy of babies crying, and you play that in advance so they get used to crying babies. Which seems like you're going to have enough of that. Why do you do that beforehand, you know?
Sure. Yeah, we don't have the crying baby CD. No, we don't have that. No.
Now, yesterday, I don't know if you saw the show yesterday, but I was talking about...
you were on yesterday?
I was on yesterday and the day before.
Okay.
And there's...
Good.
No, I realize now that I say that today is Monday, and I wasn't on yesterday at all.
It's fine.
When I say on, I meant like trying to be funny.
Of course, yeah. Of course.
Yes. I meant I'm always on.
Of course you are. Yeah, good.
I was on the Emmys yesterday, and
You
who
were
knew
great.
that I would win or lose?
Yeah.
And So anyway, but the point is, several weeks ago, I was talking about the spiders that had overtaken my house, and then someone told me when you were on today, I should talk to you about that because you're also scared of spiders or have some weird thing about shoes and spiders.
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't have a spider problem like it sounds like you do.
Yes, I do.
And I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, they're all over the house.
And you've called exterminators and...
No, I don't want to kill them. I don't want them to be there, but I don't kill things. But anyway, so what do you have?
Just a phobia where any pair of shoes, before I put them on, I have to check for spiders.
Like dump it out, or what do you do? How do you check for a spider in a shoe?
If I'm in a hurry, I just stick my hand in really quickly. If I have time, I tap the end, and then I stick my hand in.
It seems like you're just angering them.
Well, and it's kind of bizarre because it's not like there was ever a spider in my shoe. But if I was a spider and I saw a shoe,
What better place to live?
Thank you.
All right. Well, but it's never happened to you. It's just a thing that you fear that it may happen someday.
Well, as long as I keep checking,
It won't.
it's never going to happen.
Right,
No.
right.
No, you see.
But literally, is it every single time before you put a shoe on?
It's a little sad because, I mean, if I took my shoes off right now and we finished the interview, there's no spiders here. I would have to check them before I put them back on.
Really?
Yeah.
So it is a thing. So, and what other I'm not saying it is OCD, but it sounds like it.
It is completely OCD, yeah.
And
Yeah,
what other
superstitions?
Yeah.
Or?
Do you have another thing that you can't do or can't?
Yeah, there was a time when I wouldn't use the last match in a matchbook.
I think that's bad anyway, isn't it? Or no? But
Well,
why do you think it's bad?
3 on a match is bad.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Yes.
It felt like there was something very final about it, and it was usually at airports.
Oh.
And so,
Yeah.
if I used that last match, we were going down. you
Oh.
know? Yeah, for
Wow.
sure. But then you can't throw it away either. You can't discard a matchbook with 1 match,
So
because
you.
then it's the same thing.
Oh, so you'd keep it?
I had a collection. I had a collection of 1 match matchbooks. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. And then I just started buying lighters.
Yeah. I was going to
You
say,
know,
but what
yeah,
if it's the
'cause-
last lighter thing?
I've never encountered that.
Well, there's
Smoke
one-
more?
Yeah, I see.
Yeah.
Or just get a gigantic, they have those huge, have you seen those matchstick things that are lighters now that someone thinks is funny and then you're
I
stuck?
have one at home. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what I'm talking
I
about.
use it for the barbecue.
Right.
Yeah, of
It's
course.
It's
yeah.
a popular thing now. All right, this is going nowhere. We're going to go to a commercial. And we'll be right back after this. So, congratulations on the second season. It's doing very, very well, the show.
Thank you. Thank you. It is.
Very
Yeah,
well.
Thank you.
Now, and here's what someone told me earlier. I have no idea if this is true. Are you thinking that really, whenever this show finishes, whether it's 5 years or what, you're going to retire? You're not going to work after this show?
Did I say that?
That's what they say. Someone said you said it.
Well, I've entertained that notion. Not that I'm finished, as a creative entity, but just that there's so many other things that I'd like to pursue. I'd like to explore.
Like what?
I'd like to be available to be a full-time dad. Because I didn't
That'd
get
be
a chance
great.
to do that the first time around. So, yeah. And having done films for so long, prior to television, I just any place I was sent to, location-wise, was never a place I would choose, vacation-wise. you
Right,
know?
right.
So it'd be nice to travel by choice, or go to college, or just do things.
Go to college?
I don't know. I mean,
What would you study?
I don't know.
Now you're just talking.
Now I'm just talking. Yeah, yeah. But
You
just
could have time to look into that OCD thing about spiders. You could actually
I could
explore that.
get to the bottom of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So seriously, I get the traveling thing and all that,
Sure.
and being a full-time dad, that would be good.
That'd be
Because that must
great.
be hard to leave every day, and leave her. You come home and she's probably sleeping when you get home.
Not always.
No,
Not always. No.
that's a good thing or a bad thing.
That's a bad thing.
Yeah,
That's a bad thing. Yeah. I mean, it depends when I get home.
yeah,
If I roll in at midnight, then it's good that she's asleep.
yeah.
But 5 in the afternoon, no.
No, because then she wakes up at midnight.
Exactly.
Yeah, I get it now.
Yeah.
All right, so, and I also want to bring up, because this is a really wonderful thing that you're involved with Lee Jeans and the Susan G. Komen Breast Cancer Foundation,
Yes,
which I
yeah.
also am involved with, which is
Thank you.
it's a very cool thing.
Thank you. Thank you. It's Friday, October 8th.
Friday, October 8th.
Yes, is Lee National Denim Day, and I am the spokesperson this year.
Good for you.
Yes, thank you.
Good for you, because I know they raise a lot of money every year.
Yeah, they've
So-
raised $44 million to date,
Wow.
and our goal that Friday is to raise 7.5, and I think we can do it.
Yes, you can.
Yes.
Everybody chip in to raise awareness. The season premiere of 2.5 Men airs tonight at 9:30 on CBS. Thank you so much for being here
Thanks
again,
for having
Charlie. Country cook Hazel Smith joins us after this. Don't go away. We'll be right back.